Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the first week of November. It is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't happen to resonate, guys, definitely check out those other placements. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. So the star flipped up, and I'm going to take that. We are going to get into your recent past, your current energy, and the near future. And then we'll look into the person that's on your mind, whoever that may be, and your energy, and see what's going on there as well. So, thank you so much to everyone who is returning. If you are new, welcome. I hope you'll stay. I am available for personal readings, so if you'd like one of those, the information is in the description box. Okay, so let's see what's going on for you guys. So, the star coming out in the recent past can mean a couple of different things. So, let's see what's going on. All right, so there was something that was making you really unhappy. Oddly, when I started thinking about your reading, sometimes I'll get visions right before, and I had seen the Five of Pentacles with the Eight of Wands. There was a sense of something wasn't moving as quickly as you had hoped it would be. So you can place that in whatever area of your life that it might make sense. So a tad bit of frustration, but I feel like there's kind of a need to slow down just a bit. Because right now there is going to be movement, but whatever it was that was making you happy, there's a sense of there's always healing going on. So we're always going to have that come up, or at least a lot of times in your readings. So this is also wishing on things to be a little bit different and hoping that they're going to move in a certain direction. So it's really following along with the recent past with what I saw. All right, so the current energy, we have the Page of Swords, we have the Hangman, and the Two of Swords. So there's someone that's going to be in your energy that is either thinking about reaching out to you and hasn't. You'll probably know what I'm talking about when you hear this. Somebody's definitely wanting to say something to you. Now, in the near future, we have Temperance with the Three of Swords in reverse and the Death card. Okay, these are great cards. Now, Judgment's in reverse. Like I said, there may be something that you're feeling like just hasn't come around. Like you've tried really hard to have the hope, have the patience, put forth the effort. Judgment can be about making tough decisions as well. Maybe there's something that's weighing on your mind that you just haven't made a choice about. I'm going to say this because it just popped up. This could be a sense that if you start to make certain changes in your life, you may feel that it's going to disappoint other people. I think I've said this to you guys before. When you start to pull your energy back and you don't show up the same way that you have towards people for so long, they can have a tendency to be a little bit difficult. They don't like it, and you could be experiencing that right now. So if there's some kind of choice that you want to make in your life and you know that other people may not be as supportive as you'd like them to be, it could be that those people need to kind of back away. As a part of your moving forward, as a part of your evolving, those people may not have a permanent place at the table, is how I want to put it, because not everybody comes with you on this new time, the timeline as well in your life. So if you're starting to sense that people around you are getting a little irritated or frustrated because you're just not there at their beck and call, that could be why it's hard for you to make some of the decisions, because you worry a lot about how other people are going to feel and whether they're going to be upset with you. All right, so as we spoke about with the Star, the Sun in reverse, and the Chariot card in the recent past, there was definitely something that was kind of gnawing at you, something that's just not bringing the joy or happiness that you really want. So you may be redirected. There was something I saw really interesting today. It was about the 1111 portal. So something could shift right about the 11th of November for you. If you've been teetering back and forth about wanting to make changes within your job, if you are self-employed and you feel like you need to take a different direction, that could apply to you as well. And it may be that time frame when whatever it is that you've had on your mind that you've been hoping for is going to shift. So remember, go deep. Really feel it and decide what's going to make you the happiest going forward, because the Chariot is about moving. And as soon as you start to take those steps, you get those downloads, if you will, because that's what your thoughts are. They are downloads and direction from your guides. follow that direction. If it feels really good in your body, then that means that's what it's meant for, and that is what your soul came here to experience. So each time we feel a sense of irritation or being uncomfortable, or we're feeling like we're exhausted, things like that come about to tell us that something's a little bit off and that there's a new direction coming, and we need a little time to rest before we take that next step. Because anything new can be a little bit scary, and we need as much strength as we can gather in order to take those steps forward. So this feels like a lot of fast movement. All right, so let's look at the current energy with the Page of Swords, the Hangman, and the Two of Swords. For some of you, there may be somebody from your past, yes, they pop up a lot, who is really stuck. I feel like this person is trying to decide whether they should speak up or not. I think they've been stuck for a really long time. And you may be saying that's their problem. And if you just want to move on with your life, I totally understand. But they're at a crossroads right now and they can't decide what to do. I have a feeling that they've seen that you have started to shine. They probably watch things, or like if you're on social media, they probably see that you have come to a place where things are getting better and better and better in your life. And it could have them reflecting on themselves and saying, maybe I didn't make the right choice. Yeah, that happens a lot. When somebody does you wrong, they want to come back because they see that life is getting better for you. There's always going to be those people that try to hang on, right? I'm seeing a person holding on to the back of a bicycle, like flailing, like they're trying to hang on really tight. So if you feel that their energy is around, it could just be that their energy is there and they're thinking about you and probably feeling like they made a really bad decision. So if they did you wrong or something had happened in the past, because this is coming up in the near future, having healed, it feels like you've probably gotten over this, and I don't think this person likes it. So you could be hearing from this person possibly, or they're just thinking about you and regretting the things that they did. So in the near future, we have the Temperance with the Three of Swords in reverse and the Death card. So I love this because it's a great new transformation. Again, it's going to happen all the time. It could happen monthly, it could happen weekly. You're always going to be shifting and changing as you're moving through each segment of your life. So this is going to be another big transformation for you. And I think it's the healing of someone who either put you in a third-party situation. That's happened to a lot of cancers, and or just really broke your heart. So the patience that you've had with yourself, you may have been going back and forth as well. Even though we're angry with somebody and we claim we don't want them back, at times we do go back and forth between our feelings. If someone hurt us or did us wrong, it's like there's a part of you that still loves them. There's a part of you that just wants them to, kick rocks. That's what I'm going to say this as politely as I can, to go, what themselves. But in this case, I'm going to say for you, it's really just about you and your healing and the shift and change that you're going through. So the signs that are really prominent in this particular part of the reading are Aquarius, Leo, Cancer, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and then we have Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius again. So this is going to be a huge change for you. It could be that you are finally releasing whatever you've been working through, and then you're coming to a new place of desiring something different in your life. If you're single, that's going to be big for you guys, because you may finally, you think you were ready before, but I feel like that readiness is coming now. It may not have been. It's going to be obviously different for all of you. Some of you may have found a wonderful person. That's amazing. I know that was a couple readings ago, but in this case, others of you had a little more healing to do, and that seems like what you've done. All right, so and then they just had me look at the Page of Pentacles, which means a new, really stable opportunity. So if you're looking to make a shift in your workspace, I do feel like there's going to be a new opportunity for money. I don't think this is something that you're expecting. It's one of those moments where it just kind of comes to you, and either you seek it out or it seeks you. So in this case, I'm going to say it could be one or the other. At times I'll say I feel like this is going to come to you, or in this case, or in some cases, you'll have to go after it. It could be both. I wish I could give you the definitive answer, but I do feel like something's coming about that's going to help you financially. All right, so let's look at the star card and the sun in reverse. So we have the Seven of Wands. That's good. That means that your boundaries are high. They're getting better and better. Pat yourself on the back because you've done a great job learning, which has been very difficult. As I say to you guys all the time, I don't want you to feel like you have to change who you are, the beautiful people that you are, and how you give. But there is a necessity for proper boundaries so that people cannot get through, right? And try to take advantage. And there'll always be people who try. You're just going to get better and better. Yes, with the Queen of Wands, at knowing who to allow in and who not to. With the Queen of Wands, this is like taking it up a notch, feeling really good. Maybe you're passionate about something new. I like this. It feels like it could be about another person, or you're just feeling really good because you've been spending more time focusing on yourself. And I think that's what she does. The Queen of Cups is about loving yourself. In this case, it's about really focusing on what's going to drive you, how you want to see things push forward. So you could be focusing on your health. You could be getting a new haircut, something of that sort that just makes you feel alive again. You could even be changing your wardrobe since it's shifting seasons, different ones for different areas, but you could be just saying, okay, it's time. I'm really ready to go and buy something new for myself. Spoil me a little bit. I put a lot of work in. I've been hoping that things were going to shift, and they are. And now you're feeling like you can spend a little time and effort on you. All right, so the Page of Swords with the Hangman. Let's see what's going on with this person. So the Page of Pentacles in return. Okay, in reverse. This person is still unstable. If they had issues in the past, were having money issues, they're still having them. So just know that they're not in the best place. It doesn't matter whether they do well for themselves or have a great job. I just feel like there are questions around what's going on in their financial situation. And it also means that they're not grounded. So they're still in page energy. Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles. So they're very young still, or it doesn't have to be chronologically, just the way that they act. So there's immaturity there. All right, so we have the Hangman and then the Two of Swords with the Eight of Swords. Interesting. So they're trying to get to a place where they're not stuck anymore. So they're trying to find a way to work through this. And it kind of feels, and I'm not going to lie, it does feel a little bit manipulative. If this person is someone that you recognize as being manipulative, and you'll know when I'm talking about this, you'll feel it in your gut, or you'll think it and know exactly who I'm talking about. They tend to be someone who doesn't take responsibility for the things that they do, the part that they play. So even though they may come forward if they decide to, they're trying to come to you saying that they're not stuck anymore, that they've resolved whatever problems that they had, and I don't believe that's true. So just a forewarning to those of you, whether this person does or doesn't come forward, I do feel like they are still stuck. They're still not in a great place. Okay, and then the Devil comes in with Temperance and the Three of Swords. So this could be more, I don't want to say this is toxic energy because I don't feel it. So the High Priestess comes right after that. All right, sorry, my hand's itching. All right, the Devil with the High Priestess coming out to clarify these three cards tells me that there's a part of you, that devil in you is coming alive. And I love that. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. It just means I'm not going to take anybody else's BS. So this is a good protective energy. Plus, it's a tremendous amount of passion. And you could be getting ready to find your new partner. So that's firing up deeply inside of you, and your intuition is top notch as well in the near future. So one, it'll create a protective energy for you because you know what to look out for if people show up with any kind of ill will or don't have good intentions, all those things, because she's facing this like, I've got this and there is nothing. I am flying high. I know who I am. I trust my intuition, and nobody's going to get past that. Which is great because you're healing from energies from the past. Sometimes when we don't take the time to heal, unfortunately, we can still, at times, miss some red flags with people. But because you're being patient and taking that time, and yes, at times you've gone back and forth, but once you go through this transformation, it means that your intuition will not do you wrong. So I don't think you're going to ignore it anymore if anybody pops up into your space, especially this person. So I feel like you're basically healed from them and the door is closed for those of you who do not want this person back. For others of you, you may want to hear what they have to say, but probably not. All right. I'm actually going to go ahead and clear these, and then we'll get into your person's energy, the person that's actually on your mind. If you don't want to talk about the ex, they could pop up, but let's see. All right, this is for Cancer and the person. And see, that Page of Swords just showed itself in reverse again. Well, in reverse this time, which means someone who doesn't interact maturely. You know, they just kind of come out the mouth with things. All right, their energy, Judgment, yeah, they're trying to make a decision. And then the Devil in reverse, the World, okay. Okay, so let's talk about this person because it may be different or it may be similar to the one in the main reading. I'm going to go to your energy really quickly with the Three of Wands in reverse, the Ace of Wands, the Emperor in reverse, and the Eight of Wands. That's the card I saw in my mind before I did the reading. So the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, I'd say usually with the Eight of Pentacles that people want to put the work in. In this case, I'm going to say it's going to take a lot of work. So they're trying desperately to get past whatever problems they were having, and they're definitely going through a big shift and change. They may have been coming out of a serious relationship or a third-party situation. Could have been a divorce that they were dealing with, and they're trying to start this new cycle themselves. I do feel like some of their energy has been released. If they had codependency issues or if they had any kind of addictions, it seems to me that they've been either seeking help, I want to say therapy, or they've been working on themselves tremendously. So if you are currently with this person, they've put a lot of stuff behind them and they really are shifting. If this is somebody that you know of that you're inquiring about from the past, they've done some work. Now, what we picked up in the main was that there was still a little bit of immature energy. So you're going to have to judge for yourself. It definitely will be different for all of you. I do feel like they've wrapped up whatever they had to take care of. So your energy is the Three of Wands in reverse with the Ace of Wands, the Emperor in reverse, and the Eight of Wands. So I think you got tired of waiting for this person to change. Okay, two scenarios. If you are with this person, there is a lot of passion, but I feel like at times they don't give you the credit that you deserve. So I don't think you're as open or as communicative with them. You may have gotten tired of waiting to see if they were going to work on themselves. The Emperor in reverse is Aries energy. We've got Capricorn. I want to say Sag again. Leo, Sag, Aries, and okay, we have some earth energy. So Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So for me, this is you focusing on your desire to have a really good, passionate connection with this person. I just don't feel like you're open right now to communicating. So if this person is in your life, you may be holding back and not wanting to move forward until you're sure that they've made the changes that they needed to make. I just think it will take quite a bit of work. Both people are going to have to put it in, obviously. In any relationship, you need to. And healing has got to be clear, which it seems as though it has. So the advice is to be aware of that. Be aware of them telling you that they do or don't. If we sense that they have financial issues, be sure that you know that this person's telling you the truth about that. And with the King of Wands, be sure that this is the place that they've come to. This is kind of like advice, I want to say. But the Three of Cups is saying there will be celebration. So, and then the Six of Cups is in reverse. Some of you, this is definitely not someone from your past. It's just someone that you've been dealing with. So, let's see what we get from the romance angels, and then we'll get a little bit more advice. This is for Cancer. Okay, it says, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. That is so important. I love when that comes up for you guys because you've been doing so much of this to get to the place where you can open yourself back up after all the hurt. And then we have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So you may feel that you have a very deep connection with this person. And then let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. I think that's your person. I don't think it's you. And then we have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. For some of you, that could have been what you thought was going to happen. You could have thought, yeah, this is it. This is the person I want to possibly get married to. But you realize that you can't control other people at all. And if they had to take care of things on their own, then they needed to do that. And allowing yourself to just focus on you is what's allowing you to take back control of your life. You got to focus on what's important for you, or you are right now. And if this other person comes at you correctly, then great, if you're open to it. All right, so last, really quick before we get the Lover's Oracle, let's get a little bit of advice. This is for Cancer. What advice do you have for Cancer and their person? All right. We have the Hanged Man. Okay, time out. Make sure that you make a clear decision. Also focus on, is this truly what you want? And is it going to make you happy? You saw me shuffle the cards and the same cards came out that were in the main reading. So it's important. If this person is still stuck and not making a decision, they can't make a choice, and that's creating any kind of unhappiness, then you have to follow your dreams, your wishes, and the things that are going to make you feel the best. I know at times it's hard to release somebody when you love them that much, but in this case, it's a tough choice. So it really is coming out the same way it did in the main reading. All right, Lover's Oracle. Show me what Cancer needs to hear. Okay, this card feels right. It says it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. That couldn't have been more perfect. All right, and then we have my beloved. Though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. And last we have, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. I think this is a realization a lot of people are coming to as they do this work. And you realize that no matter what, we're all connected. There's one last card they want me to hold up. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. I love this. Wish I could reach out and hug you guys. Okay, let's get a couple of messages from the Wisdom of the Oracle. This is for Cancer. Okay, we have not for you. So for some of you, this is not the person. For others of you, you may feel that way right now. And then chaos and conflict, which is what I think was created in the past. Come to the edge. This is about ending old cycles, which we know you're always doing. That's a 9. And then we have Yang. So you may be feeling like you're stepping up into your masculine energy right now, which is giving you the strength that you need to push forward into this new beginning. If you are closing out this chapter, sometimes we close out a chapter and begin again with someone. When we're in a relationship with them, you can close out one cycle and then the two of you start fresh. So some people grow together and other people grow apart. In this case, I feel like that's what you're putting behind you. Whatever you need to in order to come to the edge and really take that chance on yourself. And then starting afresh with this really strong masculine energy. I love that. And then another 9. So of course, there's always going to be endings and new beginnings, but look what happens. You go right from the 9 to the 10. Treasure Island, good things coming towards you because you're putting your focus on what's important to you. And then regeneration is a 10. So brand new beginnings. You are literally becoming new people. Cancers are going through such big transformations. And then look at this. What beautiful cards. This is a 5, which is also about big change. And peace comes into your life because you allow it to. Right? When you regenerate and you come to this place of realization that you are not going to allow people to continue to do the things that they have in the past, that's when you can take a deep breath. All right, my loves, I hope this helps. Thank you so, so much for being here. Thank you for all your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. You know I love you guys to pieces. And I hope you enjoy your first week of November. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.